today's world, we are surrounded by constant noise, whether it's from social media, work, or the daily hustle of life. But silence, when used the right way, can be a powerful tool in relationships. Why? Because silence creates space. It allows for reflection, understanding, and deeper emotional connection. It's in those quiet moments that a man can really start to understand his feelings for a woman. Let's break down the 5 things he must feel that will lead him to commit. The first thing a man must feel is respect for the woman he's with. Silence, paired with self-respect, communicates strength. When a woman knows when to speak and when to remain silent, it shows that she values her own worth. A man needs to feel that respect radiating from her through her actions, her boundaries, and her confidence. When he sees that she isn't desperate for his attention, but values herself, his respect for her grows. And without respect, true commitment can never happen. Next is emotional security. A man needs to feel that he can be himself around a woman. Silence creates a safe space for him to open up, think clearly, and process his emotions without feeling judged or pressured. When a woman gives him that space without trying to force answers or control the situation, he begins to feel emotionally safe. This emotional safety builds trust, and that trust is the foundation of commitment. If a man feels secure with a woman, he'll naturally want to commit to maintaining that peace and stability in his life. The third feeling is something many men may not talk about, but it's very real: the fear of losing her. Silence gives him time to reflect on what life would be like without her presence. If a woman constantly seeks his attention or reassurance, he might not fully appreciate her. But when she's confident enough to give him space, he begins to realize just how important she is to his life. That silence, that pause, makes him wonder, what if I lose her? And that fear pushes him to commit because he doesn't want to imagine his life without her. A man needs to feel challenged. Now, this doesn't mean playing games or creating unnecessary drama, but it does mean that a man values a woman who can challenge his thinking, his views, and his actions in a positive way. Silence gives her time to process, reflect, and respond thoughtfully instead of reacting impulsively. When she doesn't always say yes to everything or agrees with him just to keep the peace, he feels that she has her own mind, her own values. This intellectual and emotional challenge makes her intriguing, and it keeps him engaged. A man will commit to a woman who he feels will grow with him and push him to be his best self. The final thing a man must feel is a desire for long-term stability. A relationship that's based on constant drama, misunderstandings, or pressure won't last. Silence creates balance. It allows both partners to reflect on their goals, values, and future. When a woman is patient, doesn't rush into decisions, and is calm in her approach, a man sees her as someone he can build a life with. He feels that with her, there's a steady foundation, a place of peace he can return to after a long day. This sense of stability makes him want to commit, not out of fear, but out of a genuine desire for a life together. Silence is often misunderstood. In a relationship, it's not about shutting down or withdrawing, but about creating space for deeper understanding. When a woman masters the power of silence by knowing when to speak and when to simply be present, she helps a man feel these 5 powerful things: respect, emotional security, the fear of losing her, the challenge, and the desire for stability. These feelings are what drive a man to commit, not because he's pressured or forced, but because he genuinely wants to. So, if you're wondering how to strengthen your relationship or encourage deeper commitment, remember, sometimes silence speaks louder than words. Next, let's talk about creating emotional security. A man needs to feel that he can be himself around you, without judgment or pressure. To create that environment, practice active listening. When he shares something, whether it's about his day or his dreams, listen without interrupting or offering advice unless he asks for it. In real life, this might look like having a no-phone rule during dinner so you can be fully present with each other. Or, when he's had a rough day, simply offer your presence without pushing him to talk. The key is to make him feel safe and supported, so he can open up naturally. One powerful thing a man needs to feel is the fear of losing you. This doesn't mean playing games or making him jealous. Instead, it's about showing that you have a life outside of the relationship. Continue pursuing your passions, your goals, and your friendships. In real life, this could mean setting aside time for your hobbies, whether it's painting, exercising, or traveling with friends. When he sees that you're independent, confident, and happy on your own, it reminds him that you are someone worth holding on to. He'll want to commit because he realizes how valuable you are not just to him, but to yourself. A man needs to feel challenged in a healthy way. He'll commit to a woman who makes him think, pushes him to grow, and engages him on a deeper level. In real life, this means having meaningful conversations, not just about the day-to-day stuff, but about ideas, dreams, and even things you might disagree on. You can start by sharing a book you're reading or discussing something you're passionate about. And don't be afraid to have a different opinion. He'll respect you more for it. This keeps the relationship interesting and shows him that you're not just a partner, but also someone who can help him evolve as a person finally. A man needs to feel that a relationship offers long-term stability. This feeling comes from trust, and trust is built through consistency. In real life, consistency means showing up for each other, keeping promises, and being reliable. For example, if you say you'll do something, follow through on it. If there's a disagreement, handle it with calm and patience rather than letting emotions take over. Over time, this creates a solid foundation where he feels secure in the relationship, knowing that you are a partner he can count on for the long haul in real life. Relationships thrive when both partners feel respected, emotionally secure, and challenged in positive ways. By maintaining your independence, creating a safe space for communication, and building trust through consistency, you foster the 5 key feelings that will inspire him to commit. Remember, it's not about forcing a man to commit, it's about creating an environment where he genuinely wants to. So, take these tips, apply them to your relationship, and watch how they can strengthen the bond between you and your partner. And thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, make sure to give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button for more relationship advice. Drop a comment below if you've ever applied these tips in your own life. We'd love to hear from you. See you in the next video.